Hello there, and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Paul, and if you've seen me on the telly, you'll know there's nothing I love more than a good old chinwag about dogs. For years now, I've had the absolute joy of working with all sorts of characters, from the tiniest of terriers to the gentlest of giants. Here in the beautiful Scottish borders, right from my base in Howick, I spend my days helping people and their four-legged friends understand each other a little better. It's the best job in the world, make no mistake. Over the years, I've heard it all when it comes to dog training advice. These myths get passed around so often that people start to believe them as gospel truth. So I thought it was high time we had a proper chat about it. I want to clear the air and bust some of the biggest, most common myths I hear all the time. We're going to look at 7 little stories people tell themselves now that this old saying is one I hear all the time, and honestly it makes me chuckle. Oh, he's too old to learn now, Paul, someone will say about their lovely 8-year-old dog. Well, I'm here to tell you that's absolute nonsense. Dogs are incredibly smart creatures, and they are capable of learning at any age. I once worked with a wonderful old rescue dog, a beautiful collie cross named Sadie. She was about 10 years old when she was adopted and knew absolutely nothing. But we started slowly, using tasty little bits of cooked chicken as a reward. Within a few weeks, Sadie was sitting like a pro. She was so proud of herself. You could see it in her eyes. The key with an older dog is understanding that you might need to adjust your methods slightly. Their hearing might not be what it once was, so you might need to use clearer hand signals. They might also have some old habits that take a little longer to change, but that doesn't mean they can't learn. It's about finding what makes them tick. For Sadie, it was chicken. For another dog, it might be their favorite squeaky toy. So the truth is, not only can you teach an old dog new tricks, but you absolutely should. Oh, here we go. The whole alpha and pack leader business. This idea has been around for donkey's years, and it causes so much trouble. The myth says you have to be the dominant boss of the house, showing your dog who's in charge by being tough and forceful. This theory originally came from studying captive wolves in the 1970s. Wolves that were unrelated and forced to live together. But here's the thing. Our dogs are not wolves. A family home is not a captive wolf enclosure. Modern studies of wild wolf packs show they behave much more like a human family. The leaders are simply the parents. I remember a little Jack Russell called Buster. His owner was told to alpha roll him, pin him on his back, whenever he misbehaved. All this did was make poor Buster terrified of his owner. He wasn't learning to be submissive. The truth is, your dog doesn't want to be your boss. They just want to feel safe and understand the rules. You should be a leader, yes, but a kind and consistent one, like a good parent, like a teacher, not a drill sergeant. Your job is to guide them, show them what you want them to do, and reward them when they get it right. This builds a relationship based on trust and mutual respect, not fear. So please forget all that alpha nonsense. Be your dog's best friend and teacher instead. Right, let's talk about a good old game of Tug-of-War. For some reason, this brilliant game has got a bad reputation. The myth goes that if you play tug with your dog, you're teaching them to be dominant and aggressive. People worry that it will encourage them to bite. Let's be absolutely clear. Playing a structured game of Tug-of-War does not create aggression. In fact, when it's played with a few simple rules, it's an absolutely fantastic game. It's a great physical workout. I remember a timid little whippet called Pip who was scared of his own shadow. He wasn't interested in treats, but he had a soft spot for a fluffy toy. We started playing very gentle games of tug. At first he would let go immediately, but slowly, as he realized it was a safe and fun game, he started to pull with more confidence. This simple game helped him come out of his shell and taught him that interacting with people could be fun, not frightening. The key is to have rules. The most important rule is that the game stops if your dog's teeth accidentally touch your skin. You just say ah and drop the toy for a few seconds. This teaches them to be careful with their mouths, a skill known as bite inhibition. Another good rule is to teach them a drop or give command so they learn to let go of the toy when you ask. This way, you are always in control of the game, so please don't be afraid of a good game of tug. This is a big one. It's a myth that can get people into trouble, especially children. We are all taught from a young age that when a dog wags its tail, it's happy and friendly. While a wagging tail can certainly mean a dog is delighted to see you, it is absolutely not the whole story. A dog's tail is a bit like a barometer for their emotions. It shows they are feeling something strongly. Excitement, nervousness, fear, or even a warning. A happy, friendly dog will have a relaxed body posture. Their tail will likely be doing a big, wide, sweeping wag, and their whole body might even wiggle along with it. I once saw a man approach a dog that was tied up outside a shop. The dog's tail was wagging stiffly, its body was rigid, and it was staring intently. The man misread this as friendliness, reached out to pat it, and the dog snapped at him. It wasn't being aggressive for no reason, it was giving clear warning signs that were ignored. The main takeaway here is to be a detective. Look at the whole picture. The tail, the ears, the eyes, the body posture. The direction of the wag can even give us clues. Dogs tend to wag more to the right when they see something they like, such as their owner, and more to the left when they see something that makes them uneasy, like a strange, dominant-looking dog. A tail is just one piece of the puzzle. Teaching this to children is especially important for keeping everyone safe and happy. Right, let's get this one out of the way because it really gets my goat. The idea that if a puppy or a dog has an accident in the house, you should grab them and rub their nose in it is not just wrong, it's cruel and incredibly damaging. This is a very old, very bad piece of advice that, thankfully, is becoming less common, but I still hear it from time to time. Think about it from the dog's perspective. You come home and find a puddle that they made maybe hours ago. You drag them over to it, shout at them, and push their face in it. The dog has no idea what's going on. They can't connect your anger now with something they did a long time ago. All they learn is that sometimes, for reasons they can't understand, their owner becomes scary and aggressive. They learn that the presence of wee or poo on the floor makes you a frightening person. The correct way to handle an accident is with calm and patience, not punishment. If you catch them in the act, make a noise to interrupt them, a quick ah, and immediately rush them outside. When they finish their business outside, praise them like they've just won the lottery. Give them a treat, have a little party. If you find a mess you didn't see happen, just clean it up quietly. Use a proper enzymatic cleaner to completely remove the smell. Then you need to manage things better. Take them out more frequently, especially after waking up, after playing, and after eating. It's all about prevention and rewarding the right behavior, not punishing the wrong one. I am a huge fan of crate training when it's done correctly, but I know some people feel very guilty about it. They look at a crate and see a cage. The myth is that putting a dog in a crate is like putting them in prison, but when a crate is introduced properly, it's the complete opposite of a prison. It becomes a dog's safe space, their own private little bedroom. Think about it, dogs in the wild are den animals. They instinctively seek out small, enclosed spaces to rest and feel secure. A crate taps into this natural instinct. It's a place where they can go to get away from everything when they feel overwhelmed, tired, or just need some peace and quiet. This is especially useful in a busy house with children or other pets. I worked with a lovely family who had just brought home a boisterous Labrador puppy called Barney. The house was chaotic with 2 young kids, and Barney was getting overexcited and nippy. They were hesitant about a crate, but I showed them how to make it the best place in the world. We put his comfiest bed in there, fed him all his meals in there, and gave him special puzzle toys that he only got in his crate. We left the door open and he soon started choosing to go in there on his own for a nap. It became his happy place. The secret is to make the crate a wonderful, positive experience. Never use it as a punishment. Start by leaving the door open and throwing tasty treats inside for your dog to find. Here's a tasty one to finish on. Don't ever give your dog food from your plate, or they'll beg forever. We've all heard it, and many of us have probably said it. The image that comes to mind is a dog sitting by the dinner table, drooling and whining. But the truth isn't about what you feed them. It's about how and when you feed it to them. It's not the food itself that creates the begging behavior. It's the act of giving them food directly from your plate or from the table while you are eating. When you do that, you are rewarding the begging. The dog learns a very simple equation. Sit by the table, stare at the human, maybe give a little whine. I get a piece of sausage. I had a client with a Westie called Hamish, who was a nightmare at mealtimes. The family would pass him little bits from their plates just to keep him quiet. Of course, this just made him more persistent. The solution wasn't to ban all human food. The solution was to change the rules. We taught Hamish to go to his bed during mealtimes. At first he kept getting up, but they would calmly lead him back. Then, and this is the important bit, after the humans had completely finished their meal and cleared the plates, they would put a few safe leftovers into his bowl in his normal feeding spot. Plain, cooked chicken, carrots, green beans, bits of apple. The truth is, you can absolutely share safe and healthy people food with your dog. The trick is to use it as a reward for good behavior. Never feed them from the table. By setting this clear boundary, you teach them that begging at the table gets them nothing, but being calm and patient might get them a tasty reward later. It's all about teaching good manners, not about depriving them of a tasty morsel. Well, there we have it. 7 common myths well and truly busted. I hope our little chat has cleared up a few things and made you feel more confident about training your best mate. Remember, building a wonderful relationship with your dog is all about kindness, patience, and understanding. It's about being their guide and their friend, not a scary boss. Every dog is an individual, and the most important thing is to find what works for you and your furry pal, building that incredible bond of trust day by day. But our journey doesn't have to end here. This is just the beginning. If you found this helpful and you're keen to learn more, I've got just the thing for you. I run a special monthly membership group, a bit like our own exclusive little pack. It's a wonderful community of fellow dog lovers where we can share our stories, our successes, and even our little struggles in a friendly, supportive space. It's a place where we can continue to learn together and make sure we're doing the absolute best for our dogs. As a member of our pack, you get all sorts of brilliant perks. We have a live Q&A session with me every single month where you can ask me anything you like. No question is too silly. You'll also get special supporter badges to show off, fun emojis to use in our chats, and access to a library of my very best training tips and advice that I don't share anywhere else. It's a treasure trove of information to help you on your way. And here's something I'm really excited about. Members can even request a custom video. If you're struggling with a specific issue, like pulling on the lead or barking at the postman, you can ask me to make a short video just for you, demonstrating the techniques to help you solve it. So, what are you waiting for? Come and join our pack, and please, if you enjoyed this, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like and share it with any other dog lovers you know. Let's help more people build a beautiful life with their dogs. All the best to you and your furry friends.